Hey YouTube, what's going on? Here to show you guys my updated psychic deck, along with the extra deck and the side deck. I am going to regionals on Sunday. This is what I'm going to play with. Let me know what you guys think. I'll let you know how I did as well. But into the deck, run 2 Overdrive Teleporter. For the level 3s, you have 2 Psychic Commander, which is the tuner. 3 Serene Psychic, which the MVP of the deck, and I'll go over why later. 3 Hush Psychic Cleric, and that's it for the level 3s. That's what Overdrive brings out. Next you have Esper Girl, which you need to get to the graveyard ASAP. And then to round out the psychics, I have 1 Silent Psychic Wizard, and I put this guy back in at 1. Now on to the non-psychic monsters. Sangan is runner-up for MVP. He searches everything in the deck except for Silent Psychic Wizard and Overdrive. Everything. Including 2 Battle Faders put back in the deck. 1 Glow-Up Bulb, so if you guys really want to run Formula, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it. 1 Plague Spreader Zombie, just as always. And 1 Phantom of Chaos, which Sangan, really that's the card that you're going to get with Sangan, but I'll go over that later. On to the spells. I hate the fact that I run this card because I special summon every turn, basically. But double pot duality, it's just that good, you have to run it. Next I run 2 Creature Swap, which has turned out to be wonderful in this deck, and I'll go over combos. 2 MSDs still. 1 Emergency Teleport, Monster Born, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Mind Control still, and Foolish Burial, which now has some more options because of that card right there. And then onto the traps, you have Double Bottomless, Double Call to Haunted, actually works very well, Double D Prison, Double Black Horn of Heaven, 1 Mirror Force, and 1 Torrential Tribute. Onto the extra deck. For my Exceeds, I only have 2 right now, which is 1 Leviathan Dragon and 1 Leviair, which you must run in this deck. It's crazy how well you plus off of it. Then 1 Catastor, 1 Beast, 1 Android, and 1 Hyper Librarian as my level 5s. I go on to 5 more than anything, so that's why I have 4 of them here. On to the 6s, I have Bryonic, the regular Barkion, as you all know, and the Gaia Knight. He's in here just as a gateway to 8, plus he's really big too. So he can get over Stardust if it's a problem, which it can be. But this deck doesn't destroy anything anyway, so mostly he's a gateway to 6. I hate to synchro on a Barkion or Bryonic just knowing that Esper Girl is going to come back from the grave and then synchro on the 8. So if that's the case, I usually get him, and then I like Monster Born or Call to Haunted him or something. Then you got Black Rose because you have to. And then Stardust, Thought Ruler, and Scrap Dragon top the deck out for the level 8s. Onto the new 2 extra deck cards that I have in here is Hyper Psychic Blaster is back just because Overdrive is back. He was in my last video. He's in this video, and he should be in the rest of the videos that I put up of my Psychic deck because 3000 attack, you get that out, most decks can't get over it without destroying it. So without some type of removal, not monster destruction. So at that point, they've wasted the removal on this card. Then you can go into your further combos. And then the card that everybody and their mother is about to start running this format, Alley of Justice Decisive Armor, which is incredibly easy to get out in this deck, and I will show you. It really revolves around Overdrive to do it, but most decks that you play don't know that, so you'll at least get 1 good duel out of it. Onto the extra deck, as you guys have already seen, I run Light Imprisoning Mirror. I run 3 of them. Agents and Light Swords are going off. Then Crevice into the Different Dimension, really the same thing. Return from the Different Dimension, as you see in the deck, is not in there, along with its brother Solemn Judgment, which I hate that I took out, but the fact that I have to pay so many life points, even if I use it after I use Overdrive, I'm still paying at least, or at most, 3,000 life points, which really sucks. But for when I really need it, when I know that the deck is faster than me, Solemn Judgment goes in just to hopefully slow it down. Then 2 Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, just in case I run into some type of Relinquished or some type of Super Tour Guide heavy deck, you know. Summon Tour Guide, activate Shadow, and they have a 600 attack powered monster in attack mode, I think, that doesn't do anything. Pretty mean. Closed Forest is really just for Necro Valley. As you guys know, because you play this deck, or at least you take an interest in this deck, Necro Valley shuts down Remove from play, so it shuts my deck down. I'm pretty much messed up, and then the fact that they can descend to anything else that I have, I mean, it's just ridiculous. So they're gonna have to waste their Descendant or their MSTs on this, and it leaves all my other cards live to play. Next, I have Debunk in here for X-Sabers because they are gonna be good, and then X-Sabers and Agents, it stops orange. And then Side Blocker, because Side Blocker stops everything, as long as you know what you're playing up against. And I'll run that at 2. Now on to the combos. First of all, the main reason you're going to use him is to remove Overdrive and get a second effect. This is one of the 2 ways that you get Alley of Justice Decisive Arms out. You remove Overdrive, get him, special summon your 2 level 3s. That's 3, 6, and that equals 10. That's your 10 levels for that card. All they have to do is have a light monster on the field. Depending on what your deck you play, you know if you're going to synchro into that or not. If you don't have Overdrive when you normal summon this, Foolish Burial has made this deck great. Just because if you have this card in your hand, you can Foolish Burial your Overdrive, normal summon, and go off. You don't have to wait to get your Overdrive to do all your crazy plays. Now, if you have Overdrive and you want to go into Decisive Arms, you're going to need Glow Up Bulb in your graveyard, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have Overdrive, level 3, after its effect. Then you get Glow Up Bulb out, and you have Glow Up Bulb, Hush Psychic Cleric, and Overdrive. At this point, you have your 10 levels. Whenever I know I'm going into him through Overdrive, I will bring out Serene Psychic Witch and Hush Psychic Cleric. Those will be my 2 level 3s. Get my Glow Up Bulb, discard something, synchro into 10. Then maybe synchro into 5 or 6 or whatever if I really want to. But I don't know, 10 and this card, just in case they Dark Hole, like if they top deck a Dark Hole, then it's still great. Serene Psychic Witch has put in so much work because of all the back row hate now in the game. It's ridiculous. All you have to do is use these 2. Call to Haunted, bring back Serene. They space it, they activate space, call, get Serene, blow up. It does what Sangan does, except better, because people can't mind crush what you get with Serene Psychic Witch. They can't trap dust shoot it, because it doesn't go to your hand, it goes out of play and into the field. So you get around the 2 best defensive cards in the game. At least advantage wise is what people say. Also, my favorite opening hand now anyways is to have Overdrive, Serene Psychic Witch, and a creature swap in my hand, because game 2 everybody is going to put in Thunder King Rayo, because hey, this deck special summon. What they don't understand is we special summon from other effects, so Thunder King can't stop it. Stale Swarm Roach is not going to stop my combo. The only way that they're going to stop it is Effect Veiler and Divine Wrath. So they put that Thunder King out. It helps you because now you're going to normal summon, or you're going to set just in case it doesn't go through. You activate Creature Swap. Well, you get their Thunder King. You stop them from searching through their deck to their hand, and you get a free search after you destroy your Serene Psychic Witch. Like I have said, she has put in so much work. She is the MVP of this deck. The best card. I kind of wish she was hollow just because she deserves that much attention from me. But I'm coming up on 10 minutes now. Basically, I've told you the main new, I guess, combo in the deck. And that's really just going into 10s. You see why I have Gaianite in there as a Vadriana, I guess. It's just a gateway into 8. But only changes that I can think of to put into this deck is maybe another Phantom of Chaos, but you're only going to remove these two to get their effects. So there's no point. I mean, if you guys can help me put one in, that'd be great. And because I pulled a Still Swarm Roach, I would love to put it in the extra deck, but I don't know what to take out. I kind of like the extra deck as it is. But let me know what you guys think about that as well. If you stayed this long, thanks a lot. Thumbs up the video, thumbs down. Let me know what you guys think about the deck. And like I said, I will let you know how I do on my regionals this upcoming Sunday. Alright, peace.